Hey YouTube, it's me back. I'm doing a video on stuff I like, and I was hoping that I'm trying to come back with some better content than I'm sick, I don't feel good. And there's DeBarge playing I Like It. That was my jam when I was a teenager. I want to share with you a couple of books. First, I don't have any of my favorite authors that I can get to. My number one author is Toni Morrison. My favorite book, Song of Solomon. Right now I'm reading God Bless the Child, but anything by Toni Morrison I love. She's my number one writer. And then there would be Walter Mosley. Jonathan Kellerman, he writes these psychological thrillers with his psychologist. His name is Alex Delaware, and he has a friend. Oh my goodness. I can't think of the name of his friend, but he's a police detective. I've been reading those books for years. Then I like any kind of novel by Perry O'Shaughnessy, which are actually two sisters, and they write books about this lawyer by the name of Nina Riley. So if you ever looking for something new, even if you don't have time to read, you can get the Audible books and listen to them. Zora Neale Hurston, grew up with her. And, of course, Alice Walker from Eatonton, Georgia, which is right down the road from Macon. But today I want to share with you a few cookbooks that I like. Even though I'm trying to lose weight, I am a pretty good cook. Now, this book here I got because we were going to have some bake sales to raise some funds. And it's called Sweets, Soul Food, Desserts, and Memories. This book is by a woman by the name of Patty Penner, and it has some great things that I remember from my childhood. Ginger snaps, peach bread pudding, old-fashioned walnut raisin pie. Not a big fan of raisins, but I know that's something my dad would have liked. Little of nothing pie. And it's got milk, flour, sugar, vanilla, butter, and cinnamon. That's just little of nothing. I have a book, too, by a woman called Mama Dip. She is a restaurateur in North Carolina, and she has a restaurant. Mama Dip opened her restaurant with like $30 or $40 that she borrowed from somebody, bought the food and cooked it for lunch, and her restaurant's a big deal, I think in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. So that's something I like. My Life Principles Bible by Charles Stanley. I keep it in the box that I ordered it. It is an awesome Bible. I think I paid $70 for this, and along with that I gave his ministry a huge donation. But what I like about the Bible is that for each, every chapter has a life lesson. At the beginning of the chapter, it's a little bit of information about whatever the book is about, and then should have been a little bit more prepared, shouldn't y'all? Okay. Here in the book of Samuel, 2 Samuel, it's got answers to life questions. What does it mean to sit before the Lord? And it says, perhaps the greatest key to spiritual growth is spending time alone with the Lord. This means taking the time to speak with God about whatever is on your heart, and even more importantly, allowing Him to speak to you. And it gives you some excerpts from the Bible. Here it talks about King David had been called to God a man after God's own heart. To win that kind of reputation, David first needed to know the mind and heart of God so that he might be and do what God desired of him. And we know David made numerous mistakes. However, Jesus was a descendant of the house of David. So, you get that. You get your scriptures. You even get some further details down at the bottom. You get these life lessons at the close of the page, too. And the life lessons help you a great deal in applying what you've read in the Bible to what we go through here. Like in this one, it says, life lessons. 2 Samuel chapter 7, verse 11. Also the Lord tells you that he will make you a house. David wanted to build a house of cedar for the Lord. The Lord replied that he would build a living house for David. You can never outgive God. I can barely see that, y'all, but isn't that awesome? David said he wanted to build a house out of wood for God. And God said, I'm going to build a living house for you. And that living house became Jesus Christ. Love this Bible. You can go on to the website and order it. It's outstanding. I'm getting Travis one with his name on it because he has joined the church. My next thing I like is this Southern Living Cookbook. I've had this since a long time ago. I bought this from Sam's Club when I lived in Atlanta, maybe 20-something years ago. It's got beautiful recipes for parties and great home cooking kind of stuff. I've used the best chocolate chip recipe, and I always use this pound cook recipe they have in here. You use a lot of eggs and a lot of sugar, but your pound cake will turn out just like that picture. And I don't know what that picture tastes like, but that pound cake is delicious. Verda Mae Grosvenor. I love this lady. I used to watch her on public broadcasting when I was a little person. And I don't know why they took her off. We don't have a lot of good African American people cooking, you know, and Verda Mae was, it was more to her cooking than that. It was a spiritual kind of thing. She's a good friend of Maya Angelou, and her food has just, there's always some kind of story about the way she cooks. It says, rich with history, anecdotes, and local fare, Verda Mae Cooks Again is more than just an ordinary cookbook. It embraces the many cultures and cuisines that truly make up the Americas. She traveled to real family kitchens around North America and the Caribbean, but she's just a great cook. Listen to this. Callaloo. Deer scallop chowder. I won't eat that. Salads. Afro-Mexican radish salad. Black beans. Radish. Cilantro. Feta cheese. Lemon juice. Wine vinegar. Ground pepper and lettuce. I got all that in the kitchen. I might try that tomorrow. Conch salad. Bow tie salmon salad. Potato salad. Sweet corn muffins. Here's something I had put aside. Picadillo with vegetables. Buffalo chili. Rabo encendido. Oxtail stew. Look at that. She's one of my great, she's somebody I always look for. And I look for those older women and their recipes because that's part of my heritage that I don't want to get lost for my daughter and the children. Ticket to Paradise chicken. This is a Bahamas recipe. It's got chicken, black pepper, salt, cayenne, vegetable oil, rum, raisins, tomatoes, parsley, paprika, breadcrumbs. Looks delicious. But those are some of the things that I like. Books are something that I've always loved. I got my first suitcase of books when I was like 4 years old from the people that my grandmother, she was a domestic lady. And they sent me a box of Nancy Drew and Hardy Boys mysteries. And I was reading that stuff by the time I got to first grade with my mama. Another thing I like, but it's not liking me, is my Samsung Galaxy tablet. I've had this about 3 or 4 years. What I liked so much about it was the S Pen. But my tablet, it won't stay charged long enough for you to take the S Pen out. So I'm going to save up and get me another tablet. This one just, I don't know. It just never had a long battery life. But this was a 10.1 Galaxy Note tablet. I really like it. I like it better than the iPad because it's Android. I'm just a big Android fan. So I'm going to come back and keep giving things that I like. And let me tag you all. And come back and share things that you like. I like friend mail too. I don't get to go to the dollar store like I want to, but I can go now. I couldn't go before at all. And I'm still putting together a box for my dear sweet friend, Pretty and Flawed. And so just trying to come up with something new. So share with me things that you like. If you don't share it with anybody else, make a video for me and share things that you like. Okay? Alright, remember, my favorite authors are Toni Morrison, Walter Mosley, Perry O'Shaughnessy, Jonathan Kellerman, Alice Walker. Favorite cookbooks, Southern Living, The Ultimate Southern Living Cookbook, Verda May Cooks Again, and Sweets, Soul Foods, and Memories. And my favorite Bible, and I got a lot of them, y'all. My favorite Bible is the Life Principle Bibles from Charles Stanley. You can get this at intouch.org. Might be in a bookstore near you. Okay? That's some of the stuff that I like. God bless.